Hello and welcome to the DANNY ISPORTSCAST. It's your boy Danny. This is the Saturday edition of DANNY ISPORTSCAST. Like how we do every weekend, we will be looking at the Touloun Tournament. Also looking at the Champions League final and Under 20 World Cup. In boxing, we've got Anthony Joshua's night with Andy Ruiz. Mauricio Sarri wants to leave Chelsea. We'll look at that as well. Now we start off with the Touloun Tournament. Most of you probably will know what the Touloun Tournament is. It's a tournament which features invited teams with like national teams, and it's composed of under 21 players, and the tournament started in 1967, and this is the 47th edition. We've got France being the most successful team with 12 titles, followed by the England side, who are the defending champions with 7 titles. The tournament actually starts today, Saturday. We would have look at that, and then we would also look at the Under 20 World Cup as well. That will be later on the show. But with the Touloun Tournament, we've got 3 groups: A, B, and C, as it is. With Group A having Chile, England, Japan, and Portugal. And Group B has got Brazil, France, Guatemala, and of course Qatar in Group B. And the final group, which is the Group C, we've got Bahrain, China, Mexico, and Ireland in Group C. And now this is what happens. The group winners qualify for the knockout stages, while the second place team would also go through, but it would basically have to be the second best placed team. So earlier today, England played Japan, and Trevor Chaloba's goal was not enough. Japan beat them by 2-1. That was a 3 p.m. kickoff. Portugal will take on Chile later on at 5:30 today on Saturday. And that is that for the Touloun Tournament. Now Tottenham will be playing their first ever Champions League final tonight in Madrid, and it's one of those games that will keep you glued to your seats. In the last 5 meetings, it's Arsenal, Liverpool with 3 wins, and Tottenham with just a win and a draw between both sides. The most recent was in the Premier League in March, where Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-1 at Anfield. Now I've been asked on a number of occasions actually where I think this Champions League trophy will be ending, and honestly, I think this is a North London trophy. Sorry, Arsenal fans. But yeah, when you look at it, like Liverpool are a side that can play like 2-legged games, and this being a one-off game, I think they will struggle. Anfield usually does the magic, but I'm afraid there's no Anfield in this one. And what impact will the return of Harry Kane be to this team? Now, Tottenham have done much better without Harry Kane in most games. I wouldn't, if I were to be the manager, I wouldn't start him. I would actually bring him on. And I feel like his recovery's been a bit rushed for this finals and UEFA Nations League. Also, to boxing, we've got AJ making his American debut tonight.
What we do here is go
this looks quite easy to call for AJ, but styles do make fights. The Destroyer, as he is called, Andy Ruiz, and has 34 fights, won 32, 21 by way of knockouts, and a loss to Joseph Parker. Only guys that's beaten Andy Ruiz in his professional career. You would actually agree with me. This fight actually, it looks quite easy to call for AJ, but Ruiz is a guy with good counter punching, and to avoid a quick knockout, I think he would have to keep his left hand a bit tight. But yeah, he doesn't look in the greatest of conditions either, but I think all you could do is just hope he lasts a bit longer in the ring. But yeah, am I allowed to say this? I think it's AJ 5th round. I think AJ knockout 5th round. And Wilder has also come out to announce a rematch with Ortiz and Fury, and I find this a bit strange, considering AJ wanting to fight Wilder next, and we've also had people saying AJ's ducking, Wilder's ducking. Man, I don't know where it is. Like, I don't know who is ducking who now. Like, it's just a bit strange. But from what we're seeing now, it looks like Wilder doesn't want the fight now. He's been treated unfair apparently, and AJ and his team is making them pay. So it's like a payback thing. And not fighting him means AJ won't have options. His only option will be Dylan White. That's the only top dog out there. So I think he's just doing this to make life difficult for AJ. And well, what can you say? But all boxing fans will want to see that fight, Wilder AJ or wherever it is. And Fury won't fight AJ as well. So it's up to the Hen and his team to pull up a good fight for AJ after this one. Yeah, I mean, they're confused boat right now. So let me know your thoughts and your views on this. Is he ducking? Is Wilder ducking? Let me know. And now on to football again. We've got Sarri wanting to leave Chelsea. That was last night on Sky, Italy. Apparently Sarri wants to leave Chelsea during the season, when the results went going his way. He came under a bit of pressure and criticism, and during that period you could tell he wanted to leave, but for some reason, he stayed on. He didn't look happy at the club, and seeing this, I know quite a few of us won't be surprised. I'm actually not surprised when I saw the news. He wants to leave. But yeah, I feel like it was all well and rosy in the Europa League, and he felt that was one of the ways he could sign out. by winning it and living on a high. I think that's what he done, and if he stays on another season, it could more likely be a disaster with the likes of Hazard leaving as well, and then most of the top jobs won't be available. As you're talking about top jobs, AC Milan and look for a manager. Inter as well was just signed on Antonio Conte with Juventus as well. Job up for grabs. He wouldn't want to miss that. So I think all this made his decision a bit easier. And with that said, what's the way forward for Chelsea? It actually looks like Chelsea always take a step forward and have to go a step back. It's again. Let me know your views and takes on this as well. And we would again look at the Under-20 World Cup. The last round of games were played last night, with Mali beaten by France 3-2. South Africa drew 1-0 with Portugal, and South Korea beat Argentina 2-1. Out of 24 teams that started the tournament, we now have 16 of them in the knockout stages. Now the Ukraine take on Panama. We've got Argentina taking on the Malians, and then the France would also play the USA. What a game that will be. Wow, that's like a final already. Uruguay would also take on Ecuador in the other knockout stage game. Japan would play South Korea, whilst Senegal and Nigeria would also want to share the spoils, being an all-African affair. And on Sunday, Colombia will play New Zealand, whilst Italy face host nation Poland in the other game. With only 6 days to the start of the FIFA Women's World Cup, some nations are playing friendly games. Belgium beat Thailand women by 6-1, and England at the Amex Stadium lost by 1-0 to New Zealand women in the other friendly game. And that's it for today's edition of DANNY ISPORTSCAST. Until next time, peace.